What's poppin', world? I hope all is well. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and anytime I post a video. And if any point during this video you like what you're hearing, go ahead and hit that like button so we get to the algorithm and more people can see this content. Let's get into this. Today, the question is this. If you're out there in the dating world, or maybe if you're in a relationship, right? The question is this. How many options do you really want? The perception is that as individuals, many of us want tons of options. Now, I'm talking about individuals who are unhappy, individuals who are out here looking for someone, individuals who fit that description, right? How many options do you really want? In this day and age, we have, social media on the rise. I mean, Instagram is going crazy. These dating apps are going crazy, right? People's inboxes are full. People's DMs are full. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I'm just here to get your 2 cents on this. We're going to watch this clip, and I'm going to break this all the way down.
30. Maybe because of my family, I was feeling there at like 25, and I was like, y'all gotta chill.
Shout out to them.
Early.
What about you, bro? What you think?
I think we don't want as many options as we think we do.
We don't. We don't know.
So I work in UX design, and there's something called analysis paralysis, where if you have too many options, you'll make none. So I think what's happening, with dating apps, and you can go to different cities and things like that, is like, because you always think there's a better dude or a better woman, you don't necessarily show up with your best self to what's available to you. Because you're always holding out for whatever is better. It's a catch-22, because I'm also from West Africa, so you don't have as many options, and you think having more options makes your life better, but it kind of isn't. I think we need to focus on making the best of the options that are available, and not always thinking the grass is greener on the other side.
No, that ass.
All right, guys. So you saw that, you heard that. He said that he wishes that he had less options. And he said the grass is not always greener on the other side, right? The issue with social media and a lot of these dating sites is this. A lot of people, have become superficial. Now that's men and women, right? Because of what you see online and because of the options, quote unquote options you see, you think that these people are available to you. You think that you're going to end up with a top-notch guy or a top-notch girl, right? That's what you think. You think you're going to end up with a 9 or a 10 because there are so many out here online. In real life, you probably ain't coming across them on a regular basis, depending on what part of the country you live in, right? But many men and women think that they're going to end up with this top-notch chick or this top-notch girl or man, right? So the question is it good to have several options? Is that what you want? Or would you rather have that number shrunk down to where you can more so focus on what's in front of you, right? I think most people think that they want tons of options, right? And then, of course, we can't leave out FOMO and FOBO. The fear of missing out and the fear of better options. The fear of missing out and the fear of better options. Many people will never seal the deal with a man or a woman because they have both of those fears, right? And that's for men and women have those fears, right? That there's someone better or that they're going to miss out on someone if they choose this other person, right? FOMO and FOBO. Now, from my experiences, I'm married now, but I'm fresh in the game when it comes to this marriage. I used to be on the dating scene. I used to be on the dating apps, and I had some options. But the truth of the matter is this. When I had 10 plus women in my inbox trying to match with me, trying to get with me, it was a headache, right? Most guys would dream for those type of numbers in their inboxes, right? 10 plus women trying to get with you, trying to go on a date, trying to meet you, trying to link up. Most guys would dream for that. But I'm going to tell you right now, for me, that was a headache. That was a headache. Because you're like, dang, did I respond to this one? Did I respond to that one? Dang, this one 30 minutes away. This one an hour away. This one 10 minutes away. This one, right? This one's into this. This one's into that. It was hard trying to keep up with what they had going on. It was extremely hard. But whenever I had like one or two quality chicks in my inbox, and I can really dissect them, get to know them, talk to them, tell them about me, remember the conversations that was had, where I left off at, so on and so forth, that was much more peaceful. That was much more peaceful dealing with the 2 in the inbox versus the 10 plus. But you have a lot of, I'm going to go ahead and call it for what it is. You got a lot of women out here who have tons of men in their inboxes and DMs. Tons. And these women get a kick out of it. I'm going to say it again. You have women out here who have tons of men in their inboxes, and they get a kick out of it. And the thing about it is this. A lot of these women choose not to settle down because they feel like they have tons of options and they just want to have fun. They want to go on dates that are paid for. They want the whole shebang, right? You got a lot of women who are living that very lifestyle. And I'm not here to knock them. So if you're a lady watching this, I'm not saying this to offend you. I'm not knocking you. I'm just calling it for what it is, right? I don't make the rules. I just report them, right? I don't make the rules. I just report them. But you have a lot of women out there moving like this, right? Because on them dating apps, a lot of guys is hearting and liking as many women as they can. And they're just waiting on their first yes, right? To where women are more selective with the guys who they decide to like or put a heart on or whatever the case may be. If you've been on a dating app, you know how this goes, right? Man just clicking at everything he can. He's just trying to get a yes. Women are a lot more selective because a woman knows as soon as she clicks like on a guy's picture, he's coming full speed. That guy coming full speed, he's like, oh, she like me? Oh, we got to see what's up. We got to see what's up. But a lot of women out here, they get a thrill out of this. That's why you're starting to get more and more single women by the day, because they're falling into this trap of, I have all these options. I don't have to stop no time soon. I'm going to be popping for years to come. I'll never run out of options. And a lot of women are finding out the hard way that their options are running slim the older they get. Now, here's the thing. Just because you have options for sex doesn't mean you have options for relationships and marriage. I'm going to say it again. Just because you have options for sex doesn't mean you have options for relationships and marriage. A lot of women get that part right there twisted. And when I'm talking about relationships and marriage, I'm talking about from the guys who you want. I'm talking about relationships and marriage from the guys who you want, right? Those options get slim. So you out here playing, you out here having fun, you out here swiping and doing your thing, and you got all the things, you got all the time in the world. You are in for a rude awakening. All these options are actually bad for you. That's right. All of these options you feel like you got, they're actually bad for you. And you need to narrow them down and make a decision. Narrow them down, make a decision. Choose a guy who you have genuine desire for. Choose a guy whose lead you can follow. Choose a guy whose lead you can follow. As men, we don't want unruly women. So don't get with a man just thinking you can do what you want to do. No, make sure you choose a guy whose lead you can follow, right? He's a proven man. You feel good about him. You feel confident about him, right? He's proved himself one way or another that he is a solid guy, right? He's proved himself one way or another that he's a solid guy and he's a gentleman, right? Don't get caught up in all these options you think you got. Men, don't get caught out there in the world. It's a lot floating around out there. A lot of diseases floating around out there. And then you also don't want to have any unwanted children. That happens a lot as well. And then don't get caught up spending all your money on these females who don't mean well for you. Right? Remember, men, protect your meat, your money, energy, attention, and time. Men, protect your meat, your money, energy, attention, and time. You have to protect that. You got to protect that. But from my experiences, having a tons of options, when I was young, yes. When I was in my when I was 18, 19, 20, I was trying to do numbers. I ain't gonna lie. So it wasn't nothing to look at that phone and have 6 or 7 different women texting me at the same time. It was cool back then. But as I got older, I've gotten wiser. You don't want all that going on. That's chaos and the potential for drama, right? And the potential for drama, right? It's fun early on. I get it. You want to get it out your system before you settle down. But just be careful with that. Be careful with that. But the less options, the better. You need to focus on who you're going to go after and seal the deal. Focus on who you're going to go after, seal the deal. Less options are better. Take my word for it. But that's all I got for you guys. Like this video, share this video, leave a comment in the comment section. I can be off on this. And remember, subscribe to the YouTube, Speaks to Beast. And remember again, keep God first. It's on the wall. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24:15. I love you all. Be blessed.